now we are going to welcome our hostesses. For this evening, we have both former Miss Caribbean Culture Queen contestants who have built an amazing relationship. They have a friendship that has blossomed over the years. They have both participated in the 2011 pageant, and they are Miss Shelley Rogers, who is a former Miss Anguilla, and Miss Verna Grant, who is also a former Miss Nevis. Welcome them to the podium.
Good evening, Queen City Nevis, and welcome to the 11th annual Miss Flow Caribbean Culture Pageant. It's a pleasure to be here in Queen City as always. I am Shelley Rogers.
And I am your very own Verna Grant.
This evening we have 12 lovely delegates for you. They're ready, they're raging, they look amazing. Queen City, it is time for the fanfare presentation. Please welcome the contestants on stage.
Good night. Give me. Why? Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. Good night to each and every one. You enjoyed Juvie today? My uncle coming up for the festival to win a few deli. And he say he want the sweetest man in the land. I met me seeing and my uncle down and we started talking. And we lime until Juvie morning. Well, this band is the sweetest band in the land. Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. And I want everybody to understand. Tina Louie whoops to the sweetest band in the land. Hey, well, we jamming all day and all night. Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. Well, we jamming all day and all night. Tina Louie whoops to the sweetest band in the land. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops. It turns around. Whoops and come up. Whoops and come up. Whoops, 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 whoops. Nice, man. Tina Louie. Tina Louie. We jamming all day and all night. Tina Louie. I was in the band and I see me uncle jamming a woman. And he said, she's the sweetest girl in the land. She grabbed me hand and she pulled me on and we started to wind down. And from there, he was a cheese of all the way. With his band, he's the sweetest band in the land. Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. And I want every man to understand. Tina Louie whoops to the sweetest band in the land. Hey, we'll be jamming all day and all night. Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. We'll be jamming all day and all night. Tina Louie whoops to the sweetest band in the land. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops. They turn it around. Whoops and come up. Whoops and come up. Whoops, 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 whoops. And good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops. They turn it around. Whoops and come up. They run. Whoops and come up. Whoops, 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 whoops. You better believe it. Why? Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops. Tina Louie whoops to the sweetest band in the land. Coming up for the festival to win a few deli. And he say he want the sweetest band in the land. I met me seeing and me uncle down and we started talking. And we lime until Juvie morning. Well, this band is the sweetest band in the land. Whoops and good on. Whoops and come up. Whoops and good on. Whoops and come up. Whoops and good on. Whoops and turn it around. Whoops and come up. Whoops and come up. Whoops and come up. Whoops and turn it around. Whoops and good on. Whoops and good on. Whoops, 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 whoops. Good night. Good night. You want whoops? You want whoops? Let me see your whoops. Show me why whoops. Are you gonna show me? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Your whoops already. Give me, give me. Thank you.
All right, that was Deli Ranks in our fanfare, Tina Lewy Whoops. It is that moment where we introduce our 12 judges for this evening.
Our first judge is Mr. Stanley Powell, a Johnson & Wales graduate with a bachelor's degree in culinary arts and hospitality management. Stanley Powell Jr. hails from the Paradise Island of Dutch St. Martin, yet he has deep roots in Nevis. Currently, he's the food and beverage director at the Great Bay Hotel. He has the distinction of being the first operations manager to open and develop an extensive bar and culinary program at the Salt Lake, Christophe Harbour and St. Kitts. He also sits on the Food and Wine Board of St. Martin. He is a past Vogue model Nevis and track and field specialist. He is the new face of St. Kitts and Nevis Welcome magazine. He enjoys horse racing, boating, basketball, cigars, and great scotch. Let's welcome Mr. Stanley Powell Jr.
Judge number 2, Alicia Ham. Alicia Ham is a pageant enthusiast who has been involved with every aspect of pageantry. Since the tender age of 5, she has established a love for pageantry and molded many young ladies vying for the prominent titles such as Miss British Virgin Islands and Miss St. Kitts and Miss Universe, just to name a few. Being instrumental over 30 crowned victories, she has inspired many young ladies to develop confidence and self-esteem. Her undying love for pageantry has enabled her to establish long-lasting relationships all over the world. In November of 2010, Ms. Ham was awarded the Certificate of Appreciation by Mayor Manny Marono and the Commissioners of the City of Sweetwater, Florida. She has chaired the Miss British Virgin Islands pageant for over 10 years and is the director of the Miss Caribbean World pageant. Ms. Ham, who currently resides in Miami, Florida, holds a bachelor's degree in management and master's degree in human resource management. She is the mother of 2 loving children, Jolisa and Shaquille. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 2, Alicia Ham.
Judge number 3, Derek V. Freites, a native of St. Kitts and Nevis and a very well-known person in the carnival field, is no stranger to pageantry and judging queen pageants around the Caribbean. Derek likes what he does and does it best, which is organizing pageants and working with very confident contestants. Derek's name is synonymous with pageants, not only in St. Kitts, but further afield, as he boasts of many years of experience at pageant planning. He has helped several contestants prepare themselves for pageants and is always talked about in such circles. He has served on the National Carnival Committee for several years and has been chairperson for the National Queen Pageant and the Miss Business Beautiful Pageant. Derek is honored to have judged pageants in Trinidad, Antigua, St. Vincent, Dominica, Tortola, Nevis, and St. Kitts. Judge number 3, Mr. Derek Freites.
Judge number 4, J.D. Keynes. J.D. S.K. Keynes is the Vice President of the Operations at THG Network and the former acting senior news editor and editor at Ziz Broadcasting Corporations and the Nevis Island Administration's Department of Information, respectively. She holds a degree in Communications and Criminal Justice from the University of Virgin Islands. She is a well-known pageant coach and consultant. She is a founding committee member of the Caribbean Culture Queen Pageant. In 2012, she chaired the Senior Pageants Committee for the Culturama 2012. JD won Miss Hospitality Pageant in Nevis in 2006 and placed first runner-up in the Miss Culture Queen Pageant in 2005 and the Miss University of the Virgin Islands Pageant in 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 4, J.D. Keynes.
Judge number 5. Tanya Knives is an American by birth, but Nevisian to the core. Tanya is currently the global flagship executive at H&M in the heart of New York City and grossing some 40 million annually. With thousands of locations worldwide, Tanya gets the opportunity to travel the world, marketing and expanding the footprint of the #1 fashion destination. Previously, Tanya served as talent coordinator for the Victoria's Secret fashion show and was instrumental in sourcing and recruiting talent from the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in 2013 to 2015. New York City Fashion Week is her stomping ground each year, as she has coordinated numerous designer showcasings, including BCBG, Max Azaria, Alexander Wang, and Kenzo. Tanya holds a bachelor's degree in marketing and political science from the Baruch College, City University of New York, as well as a master's in fashion merchandising and marketing from FIT. Many Nevisians will recall Tanya's involvement in Culturama from a tiny tot. She spent many a year at her mother's skirt as she coordinated pageants and chaperoned many a queen. Tanya made her mark in the Nevis cultural celebrations as a double tenor steel pan player, using her talents to gain the crown of her own. She has danced, sang, and even acted in a production by the late Kabu Howell, the founder of Culturama. Tanya continues to love and celebrate her culture as she has become an advisor for her alumnus Caribbean clubs and never misses an opportunity to travel and experience festivals all over the world. Judge number 5.
Judge number 6, Rico Clark. Rico Clark is the director of the CFO Financial Policy Staff working for the U.S. Forest Service, the largest agency in the U.S. Department of Agriculture. He has been employed with the U.S. federal government for some 32 years as an auditor and an accountant. Rico has a bachelor's degree in accounting and a master's degree in international relations and affairs. He also has leadership certificates from Harvard University. He holds both the Certificate Government Financial Manager and the Certificate Internal Controls Auditor certifications. Rico was born and raised in Sheriff's Village, Gingerland, Nevis, with roots out of Crudup Road and Jessups. Rico left Nevis near the age of 10 to live in St. Thomas, USVI, before moving to the US of A, where he currently resides. Rico is an active member of the Nevis Association of Washington, D.C., as well as on the planning committee of the annual USDA Caribbean American Heritage Month Observation Program. Rico also closely works with fellow villager Dr. Lornette Mills Rollins in the managing of her Dr. Lornette Mills Charitable Fund, which also gives back to Nevis. He coordinates NEV-DC, supports and targets public school children and program in Nevis, funding school supplies and special education training, and for the Dr. Mills Fund, which she finances the annual spelling bee, breakfast meals, reading books, and computer equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge number 6, Rico Clark.
Judge number 7 is no stranger to pageantry. Miss Kamara Louisi is a veteran. She has been involved in pageantry since her teens and has gone on to be the most awarded Miss Nevis representative to date. She has organized various pageants from the Miss CSS, Mr. Cool, and Miss Culture. As if that is not enough, she is a very successful pageant coach and consultant and has also judged many pageants in the Federation and regionally. A former secondary school teacher with a bachelor's in arts, Miss Lucy decided to follow her true passion and went on to pursue studies in veterinary medicine. She is currently employed as a junior veterinarian at the Nevis Agricultural Department. Judge number 7, Miss Kamara Lucy.
Judge number 8, Mr. Raoul Pemberton. Raoul Pemberton is a dynamic person who has a keen interest in the personal and professional advancement of others. and has a passion for cultural development and diversity. He holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in engineering and a Master's of Science degree in projects, and is currently employed with the Public Works Department of the Nevis Island Administration. Mr. Pemberton's role as a senior manager with the Nevis Island Administration has not only afforded him the experience to effectively interact with persons of varying personalities, but has also exposed him to critical issues such as financial management and economy, environmental preservation, and political development. He has a ready appreciation for persons of different cultural and ethnic backgrounds. Having studied in both Cuba and the United Kingdom, he has worked with persons from Africa, Asia, and Europe, just to name a few. Mr. Pemberton is no stranger to pageantry judging, as he has over 10 years' experience in judging shows such as the regionally known Mr. Cool contest and the Miss Culture Queen pageant. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge number 8, Raoul Pemberton.
Judge number 9, Julie Martin. Julie Martin has been a long-time contributor to the development of pageantry and performing arts in St. Kitts and Nevis. Ms. Martin has achieved tremendous success assisting contestants and their coaches with specific focus on talent performances, poise, and speeches. More than 15 queens under her belt. Her services are often sought, whether at home or abroad, to judge or organize various competitions, as well as conduct training exercises for event planners and judges. She recently judged the 2016 Miss JC's International Pageant in Antigua and Barbuda. She served as the member of the National Carnival Committee for over 20 years, the highest level of responsibility being that of logistics coordinator. Currently, Ms. Martin is an advisor to the St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee, is a member of the management team of the St. Kitts Music Festival Committee, assisting with accreditation and social media management. Although she is the artistic director of the renowned Children's Dance Theatre, she still finds time to provide invaluable leadership to the dancers of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College Dance, where she is employed as the senior lecturer of French. It was Ms. Julie Martin who took the bold step of convincing the authorities at CFBC to introduce the performing arts course to students of that institution. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge number 9, Julie Martin.
Judge number 10, Barbara Richards. Barbara Richards holds a degree in business administration and communication studies from Ashford University in Iowa and the University of the Virgin Islands, respectively. Barbara lives in the USVI and is currently employed at the Virgin Islands Bureau of International Revenue as a tax assessment officer. Even as she moonlights as a hotel manager and auditor, Barbara loves to stay busy and has found time to become a certified real estate professional, being recognized by the Atlanta, Georgia, and Virgin Islands Board of Realtors. As she has traveled and worked in various regions in the world, Barbara has always stayed close with her Nivision Foundation. Her grandparents, Alfred Caleb Tyson and Mary Hendrickson Tyson, were her heroes. She is a proud alumni of the St. Thomas's Primary School and the Charlestown Secondary School here on Nevis. Barbara is no stranger to pageants and has represented us as a former Miss Nevis and a former Miss St. Kitts Nevis Independence Queen. Barbara is beyond excited to be a part of the judges panel this evening and wants you to remember, every second brings a fresh beginning. Every hour holds a new promise. Every night our dreams can bring hope, and every day is what you choose to make it. Judge number 10, Barbara Richards.
And Judge number 11, Garrett Skeet, is no stranger to pageantry here in Nevis, as he is a former chairperson of the Culturama Senior Pageants, Miss Culture Swimwear, and Mr. Cool Committee. He is a talent trainer, former chaperone, pageant consultant, and radio pageant commentator. He brings years of judging experience to the table, having judged several pageants here in the Federation, including the National Carnival Queen Pageant, Miss St. Kitts and Nevis World, and the Miss Caribbean Culture Queen. Please welcome the Venerable Mr. Garrett Skeet.
Judge number 12, Marryette Antoinette Mora. Marryette Antoinette Mora holds an MBA and a BA in Mass Communications First Class Honors and is currently a marketing, PR, and communications consultant and event specialist. Antoinette has also studied drama, music, and dance and received training in songwriting and studio engineering. She is the founder and producer of the Mr. Caribbean, Mr. Dominica, Miss Dominica Association of Teachers, and the Differently Abled Talent Show. She is the president of Dominica Table Tennis Association and PRO of the Dominica Cricket Association. Antoinette is no stranger to pageants, having distinguished herself as a media commentator, master of ceremonies, and as a judge at several pageants, including Miss Dominica, Miss JC's Caribbean Queen Show, and the Miss Caribbean Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 12, Marryette Antoinette Mora.
Please give all of the judges a round of applause. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the next segment. But before we do so, we will let you know what the criteria for this segment is.
The interview segment, 50 points. The second appearance is the interview segment. The questions being posed will be what the ambassador will represent and any topic. The maximum time allotted for the interview is 1 minute.
Content and relevance, 15 points. Conviction, 10 points. Command of the language, 15 points. Fluency and eye contact, 10 points. For a total of 50 points.